video.
Okay. So here we got the one rich man walking, and here he just finds a dollar in his pocket. He's like, oh whatever, it's not. Let's just throw it away. So he throws it away. The moment he throws it away and walks away, people who are extremely poor need that $1. And so they're trying to catch it. They're just like rolling on the ground. And these are people from the other street to the left.
Okay.
They're from the other street.
Okay. Pretty simple. We understand the concept. Comments. You like it? It's simple. Are you going to have any music, any sound?
Sure.
Yep.
We'll
Sure.
have like dubstep.
Huh?
Yeah,
It
sure.
would be like I don't know, fast techno, I'm guessing.
Why? I feel like that would be like sad.
Okay, people
music.
seem to disagree with that, so I guess that's not a good idea. You have to think of some sound. Anything else?
What do you suggest?
Piano was like piano music, like has really small sounds, so that you can impact with other people. If they really
One second. You're frowning tight. So why do you think dubstep would be good for this?
No, okay, I agree with your part.
Okay, thank you. Enough. Okay. Any other comments?
I think this is great with the garage band.
Sorry.
Garage band.
Okay, you can decide about the music, what should come there, but I agree. You need something that's more
Could be like two
sober.
music.
They can be different music. You probably need music of people. I mean, I'm just assuming. You probably want music of a city sounds. You probably want city sounds. You probably want street sounds. You probably want some sort of background music. You probably want sounds of people screaming here as they run towards it. I mean, these are different sounds that as I'm looking at your storyboard, I could probably think of that would happen there. Do you think of any other comments?
How about putting a rap song when the guy is walking on the street?
Like he's a boss.
Putting a rap song? I guess put a rap song. I mean, it could be, if you can find a song that has some lyrics about having lots of bling, I guess you could put that on there too, yeah?
I don't know, I like the concept, I just find it weird that a guy just like goes with it, don't score it down.
I agree with you, yeah. I find it a bit strange. Why would the guy just be throwing away $1?
Maybe it's like
too
there's like
rich.
a tear in it or something.
Sorry?
Maybe he like finds a tear, like
A tear in it, but even then he wouldn't throw away $1. I mean, I could see more like, I mean, and also, how's it going to end?
Yeah, not just people crawling for the $1, I'm guessing. You made this. Dog.
It's you as a group, you should decide it. How's it going to end?
This is just storyboard, and then we can edit. How about the subtitle, like black backgrounds and then white subtitle and then.
But what's it going to? I agree. It's probably good. You should have some sort of statement at the end. But what should it be?
Information about poverty, like
Yeah, maybe something like, most of the world lives on less than $1 a day, and then you have the symbolic thing. I'm thinking maybe, because you're right. I think you have to think about why somebody would just throw $1 away. I mean, I don't think anybody's. I mean, it doesn't matter how rich you are. You're not going to just throw $1 away.
I actually know people who do that.
We just throw dollars away, probably, and that's just
maybe
stupid.
it's just like sneeze.
It's better to like just excellent people.
Sorry?
Throwing money doesn't make sense, like what they said, and just sometimes people like accidentally
Yeah, they drop.
Or
Accidentally they drop money?
It flies like that.
Or he can like he needs to use a tissue. He doesn't find it. He uses that.
Oh.
That seems kind of strange, but maybe
maybe he just like drops it.
I don't know. People seem to have problems with the dollar. You have to think about that. And maybe it could be changed. That like a quarter, like a dime, like whatever that equals. I think it's $1.25 is officially the poverty sort of level. So it could equal $1.25, and you could say, and people every time they drop a coin, somebody scrambles for it or something. I mean that might work better.
That would be cool.
Okay, next concept.
We use that. So,
Okay, that doesn't show us anything. Why don't you explain it?
Okay, let me explain it. Okay, at the first second, we take a civil video. We
trying to only stay there with no people. We are only at the background. And then we saw a person, a man, coming up with a empty bottle, carrying empty bottle, and they walk into the video. And after that, he was seen was very tired and exhausted because in the dry land and there's no water in his bottle. And then after he walked for a while, and then he fall down.
Yeah.
And what do you want us to know? What's your message? What do you want people to think when they look at your video?
We're going to publish it for, in some country it's going to be running out of water. They won't have clean water and enough water to drink, to survive. We're going to have a flashback at the back. We're going to have some information and some letter about it.
Okay. Comments? Yeah.
What's the background going to be?
Maybe we can take a picture of the dry land at the desert or something.
I think you have like the guy in the desert or something, and then like throw it into like water and doesn't make it.
Or just like a random person walking, and then by the time he's like laying down, you can see like a little bit of water there. Like,
But let me ask you, how you explained it, what does that tell us about countries running out of water? If you were to show that, wouldn't you just think there's a guy in the desert that doesn't have water?
It could be done.
I mean, what's the conceptual part about this? I mean, if I see somebody running out of water with an empty water bottle, I think just there's a guy who doesn't have water. I don't necessarily think that countries are going to run out of water. I don't think any of that stuff.
We can have like people from different nationalities walking.
Why you do that?
And
Maybe.
it's better if we have the background, maybe as a grassland, because in the land we got a lot of grass, green grass, but look at the people, they doesn't have water to drink. Only the land.
They need water.
Yeah, I know that's why
Yeah, so-
the people there walking.
That means they can.
So you're thinking showing them like a split screen, having one that has a lot of water here, and then like you could have Cambodia that has floods, and you could have another one which is like a desert country. I mean, that's a different sort of concept. Yeah, you could have something to do with split screens, and then some message at the bottom like don't waste your water, because what's a lot of water to some countries have no water. That's a different sort of concept, but that could work. Any other ideas? Zeeth, what do you think?
I think that if they had more like, if he showed like, as he keeps walking, water. I really know.
Well, let's see if we can try to help him out, okay? Anybody else?
You could just end with like a statistic, like countries are running out of water, and like they have like this many people or whatever have water.
Yeah, no, I agree. It needs some statistic, but I just at the moment I find it strange. Like I don't see the person running out of water. It seems very literal. There's not really that much conceptual stuff in here. Just somebody running out of water and having a statistic. Like I think it would, whether you do split screen or you do something, I think you have to think about that a bit more.
Would it be better if the background is like flags?
I don't know. What do you guys think? I wouldn't understand it. Would you if you had background flags? No.
Maybe you could have like throw like an empty lake or something.
Yeah.
Maybe you can, like at the first, you know how, no, the second square, you can show the water have the bottle have just a little bit of water, and then as he keeps walking and walking, the water keeps getting less. No?
As he keeps walking, like the water in the bottle.
Yeah.
And what would that be saying?
The
Water's
more we
disappearing.
work, or the more.
But I mean, what you want to say, that's important to remember for all of you, is what he wants to say is that countries are running out of water, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? But that's his concept. So think about that concept, yeah?
This one? No.
How about zoom it out? I mean, it's like as he falls down and running out of the water, then zoom it out, and then
you see it.
Yeah,
Pool.
yeah.
It shows what, sorry?
I mean, when he falls down and then running out of the water, then zoom it out.
And then what do you see when you zoom it out? Oh, so he's fall down on the country, on the map of the country.
Yeah.
That could work. I mean, you can, I agree. Think about, yeah? Go on.
Well, I was gonna say like it's slightly different. But you could have him like walking into like an attack or something, and once he turns it on, like sand falls out of the water.
Yeah, that would be nice.
That could be very simple. Okay, I like that. And then talking about Yemen. Yemen's a desert country. So what if, just turning on a tap, and instead of water, sand comes, and then it says Yemen's running out of water, you know. Or it could be like a drain, like a bathtub drain, but instead of the round drain, it's a map of Yemen, and it sort of runs out, and then there's no water left. You know, you can do that simple. Remember, it's 30 seconds is all you need. So like walking down, that's like a whole movie. Like I think just the turning on the tap. I like those two. I think that's a good idea. You have one more idea? I like the sand coming out. I think that's pretty simple. Yeah.
Okay, so it starts like as we're all getting inside a car, and then the next one is we're driving to like this area. Wait, how's this going? I forgot. Okay, yeah, like that. We're getting all inside the car, and then we go to a place where we're having the meeting. We enter the place. Each one of us has a bag with different flag. Like the bag is like made with different flag. We sit down. You can see flags in the background, and they're just discussing. And then, so each person starts leaving. They take like a cab or a car or anything. And they start going to areas and giving money to the poor.
And what are you trying to say?
That is like, there's so much in that one thing.
Yeah, I agree. It's not, you're not going to fit that into 30 seconds, and it's way too complicated. Your idea is global partnership, yeah? Can you help them out? What do you want people to get from it? Again, like, what's your main point?
To like communicate in ways to give people who need money.
So people, essentially your goal is countries have to work together to tackle poverty. Yeah? That's sort of what you want people to get. Okay.
Maybe we can cut down like the third and fourth square, the two middle squares, and then just show like a bunch of people from different countries going around in streets, just like popping their window and giving money.
Yeah, exactly.
Because then it make his video shorter.
So people in different countries doing what?
Or like since they would have, if you take the fourth square, they're all having a meeting, and then they finish with the meeting. They're all leaving in their own cars. From the part where they're getting into their own cars, we start from there, and then you can show. And the cars might have like a sticker for their country or something, just show global, right? And then they go to different parts of the streets, and then you can show different countries giving money to people who need it on the street.
Yeah, what do you think about that? My two issues with that is I'm not sure that just giving money is the solution to global partnership. It doesn't show working together really. And I also think that still is quite long for 30 seconds. Any other ideas? Rachana, what do you think?
I don't know. I think it's really good.
Sorry?
It's really good, the story.
Sorry?
The story is really good.
It's already good.
It's really good?
It's already
It's
good.
already good.
It's already good? You don't think it's a bit long?
I think it's a little better to be long so people can understand more about the basic story.
So when you look at that, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's really good. We don't have to make it shorter.
Sorry?
If we make it shorter, then the story kind of it's too short for the people who don't understand the basic story.
Yeah. I guess you're right, but the problem is you don't have much time. So that's the part I'm saying. So you have to simplify it.
I actually think we can. Like if each one of those is 2 seconds, like just people getting inside a car, and then 2 seconds just the car moving. Then here 2 seconds they're entering, and same thing here, just 2 seconds like they're moving hands or something. Then 2 seconds, 2 seconds, or something like that.
Sorry, and they're giving money. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
But again, we talked about that. Giving money doesn't necessarily show partnership.
I think maybe.
Sorry, Matt.
Maybe you could just like, you know how they have like work lines, have like different cultures, and they're making something and then they give it to someone. Like making a present for someone or something.
Like building something.
Building something and then giving.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, if you think about, because building something shows partnership. I mean, what if you had like, you know when you're little kids, you play with like building blocks?
Yeah.
You know, what if you had like, the building blocks are different countries, and they had different flags on them. And you're like building something, and it's different countries, or something. You know, I'm just saying something that shows partnership. What you want to say, but I don't think like that might work. Or Sorry? One person with a flag.
One person is standing, and after that, there's more people and more people.
It's almost like the peace thing that you're talking about, but just like the peace sign that people made out in the garden. But just one person, and it zooms out on that, and then you see that everybody's in like a peace. Yeah, that'd be simple enough. And it would show global partnership, and it would show, you'd have to recreate that, but that could be a simple concept. Or it could be, as long as you have a couple of people dressed like they're from different cultures, maybe they could be, I don't know, just coming together to lift something heavy up or something. I mean that would show it as well. Anyway, 3 ideas. Which one do you think is strongest? Let's see if we can help them out. Sorry?
If I had the first one.
It's a group, so I don't know who did what, and I don't really care. But so you think the first one?
Yeah, first one definitely.
You think the first one is I think the first one is simplest to do. I think it's maybe less creative than the water one. The water one needs a bit more work, but it's up to you what you want to do. Anyway, you guys think about it and come up with a solution. But I think that they could both work. I think this one is, at the moment, it's too complicated. You have to simplify it. The second one, I think there were some good ideas here, but it also has to change. The first one is pretty simple, but I don't think it's that creative. Yeah? Cool.